an exciting tale of courage and transformation. In the tranquil setting of a serene neighborhood, a remarkable story unfolds, a story that isn't drawn from the realms of fiction but resonates deeply with the real challenges, fears, and human emotions that we all encounter. This narrative brings to life the experiences of Mr. Johnson, a reclusive and enigmatic neighbor with an intriguing past that has kept him bound to his familiar surroundings. Yet, it is not just his tale, but the story of a courageous young girl named Emily, who ventures to unravel the mysteries surrounding Mr. Johnson and, in doing so, discovers the incredible power of friendship, empathy, and personal growth. Through a series of captivating chapters, this story explores the complexities of fear, resilience, and renewal, using a beginner's English vocabulary of 565 words to convey its powerful and heartwarming message. So, embark on this journey as we delve into the life of Mr. Johnson, his hidden past, and the transformative journey that is sure to leave an indelible mark on your heart.
Chapter 1: The Curious Neighbor. In the heart of this peaceful and unassuming neighborhood, the story begins with a curious neighbor known to all as Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson's house stood as a testament to time, a charming abode surrounded by lush greenery that he meticulously cared for. His garden, a picturesque display of blooming flowers and neatly trimmed hedges, became a local landmark, earning him the affection of those who passed by. Despite his reserved nature, a friendly smile and a gentle wave were the extent of his interactions with his neighbors. As the seasons changed, the community buzzed with life. Children played in the park, and residents exchanged greetings over white picket fences. Yet, there was an air of intrigue surrounding Mr. Johnson. No one could quite understand why he had never left the neighborhood, nor did they know much about his life beyond the garden's confines. Theories and speculations swirled like leaves in the autumn wind, adding a sense of mystery to this idyllic neighborhood. Among those curious about Mr. Johnson was a bright-eyed, inquisitive young girl named Emily. She lived next door and, at the tender age of 10, possessed an insatiable curiosity that eclipsed the rest. Every day after school, Emily would spend her free time peering through her bedroom window, observing the meticulous care with which Mr. Johnson tended to his garden. She would often see him sitting on his porch, sipping tea and reading a book. Emily's curiosity was not just about the garden, but also the man behind it. Why did he never venture outside of their quiet neighborhood? What had led him to choose this solitary existence? Emily couldn't resist the urge to uncover the truth, and so, on a sunny afternoon when the birds were singing and the air carried a gentle warmth, she gathered her courage, walked across the neatly trimmed lawn that separated their houses, and knocked on Mr. Johnson's door. Her heart raced as she waited for a response, but she was determined to unravel the enigma that was her neighbor. Little did she know that this simple act of knocking on his door would set in motion a chain of events that would change both their lives forever.
Chapter 2: The Puzzling Mystery. The moment Emily's small, curious knuckles rapped against Mr. Johnson's door, she felt a mixture of excitement and trepidation. She wasn't sure what to expect, and as the door creaked open, her heart skipped a beat. A kindly, wrinkled face appeared, and it was Mr. Johnson himself. His eyes, once filled with a hint of sadness, now held a mixture of surprise and curiosity. "Hello there," he said,
offering a gentle smile that had the power to put anyone at ease. "Hi," Emily replied, her voice quivering slightly. "I'm Emily, your neighbor from next door. I've always admired your beautiful garden, and I wanted to meet you." Mr. Johnson welcomed her inside his cozy living room. It was adorned with antique furniture, shelves filled with old books, and large windows that allowed sunlight to filter in. They settled into comfortable armchairs, and Emily couldn't help but notice the faint scent of old books and nostalgia that hung in the air. As they began to talk, Mr. Johnson opened up slowly, revealing the intriguing facets of his life. He shared stories of his youth, his travels, and the adventures he had experienced around the world. Emily listened intently, captivated by his tales of distant lands and remarkable people. However, it was the story of a tragic incident during his last trip that had profoundly changed his life. With a heavy heart, he confessed that this incident had left him emotionally scarred and terrified of venturing beyond the confines of their neighborhood. As Mr. Johnson spoke, Emily's empathetic heart overflowed with compassion. She saw beyond his reclusive exterior and recognized the immense pain he carried within. She was determined to be a friend, a beacon of light in the life of this once adventurous man who had become trapped in his fears. This encounter marked the beginning of a unique friendship and a new chapter in both of their lives. Emily had uncovered a piece of the puzzling mystery surrounding her neighbor, and she knew that their journey was just getting started. Together, they would explore the hidden layers of Mr. Johnson's past and navigate the path toward healing, hope, and newfound adventures in the world beyond their quiet neighborhood.
Chapter 3: The Hidden Past. As the days turned into weeks, Emily's visits to Mr. Johnson's house became a regular occurrence. Their bond grew stronger, built on the foundation of trust, empathy, and a shared sense of adventure. Emily, with her youthful enthusiasm, brought a new energy into Mr. Johnson's life. One afternoon, as the sun cast a warm, golden glow over Mr. Johnson's living room, he began to share more about his past. Emily, with her notebook in hand and a heart eager to listen, sat on the edge of her chair, ready to soak in the wisdom that he had acquired over the years. Mr. Johnson recounted the days of his youth, a time when he was a successful businessman who traveled the world, seeking out opportunities and embracing the unknown. His words painted vivid pictures of bustling markets in far-off lands, the taste of exotic foods, and the laughter shared with strangers who had turned into lifelong friends. He spoke of the highs and lows of his adventures, the thrill of reaching the summits of lofty mountains, and the humility that came with moments of hardship. The more he shared, the more Emily realized that her neighbor's past was a treasure trove of experiences that had shaped him into the man he was today. And then, with a pause and a melancholic sigh, Mr. Johnson reached the part of his story that had cast a long shadow over his life. During his final trip, an unforeseen tragedy had unfolded. His voice trembled as he described the loss he had suffered, the pain that had seared his heart, and the overwhelming fear that had driven him to close the door on the world. Emily listened intently, her heart aching for the pain that Mr. Johnson had endured. It was a moment of vulnerability that had taken years to surface. Yet, in sharing his pain with Emily, he had taken the first step toward healing, toward confronting the demons that had kept him a prisoner in his own neighborhood.
It was this moment, in the heart of Mr. Johnson's living room, that solidified their friendship and set in motion a transformative journey. Emily realized that her neighbor, despite his age, had so much more life to live, and she was determined to help him rediscover the world beyond their tranquil streets. Together, they would embark on a journey of healing, resilience, and the rekindling of dreams long buried in the hidden past.
Chapter 4: The Power of Friendship. As Mr. Johnson continued to open up about his past, the bond between him and Emily deepened. It was a friendship forged in empathy, understanding, and a shared determination to conquer the shadows of the past. Their daily routine took on a new dimension. Instead of admiring Mr. Johnson's garden from her bedroom window, Emily now stepped into his world. They embarked on leisurely strolls through the neighborhood, each step symbolizing a small victory over Mr. Johnson's anxiety. During these walks, Emily introduced him to the friendly faces of their neighbors. She made sure Mr. Johnson felt the warmth of the community, gradually dispelling the isolation that had encased him for so long. As he interacted with people he had seen but never truly known, Mr. Johnson's social confidence grew. It was Emily's genuine, heartwarming smile that helped him break through his self-imposed barriers. Their outings extended beyond the neighborhood, as Emily encouraged Mr. Johnson to explore the town's local attractions. They visited the town square, the farmers' market, and the cozy cafes that were tucked away in charming corners. With each adventure, Mr. Johnson's world expanded a little more, and the walls that had confined him began to crumble. Yet, it wasn't just the world outside that transformed, it was also Mr. Johnson's outlook on life. With Emily's unwavering support, he began to regain the sense of adventure that had defined his youth. He discovered a renewed interest in traveling, a desire to explore new horizons, and a fervor for life that he thought was forever lost. Emily, with her youthful spirit and infectious enthusiasm, served as a constant reminder of the power of friendship and the human capacity to heal and grow. Their journey together was a testament to the transformative impact of connecting with others, the importance of lending a helping hand to those in need, and the profound difference one person can make in another's life. Chapter 4 was a pivotal turning point in their story, illustrating the incredible power of friendship to mend old wounds, overcome fears, and rekindle the flame of adventure that lies within all of us. Mr. Johnson's transformation was a testament to the enduring and remarkable bond that had been forged, thanks to the determination of a young girl named Emily and her belief in the healing power of friendship.
Chapter 5: Conquering Fear. With each passing day, Emily and Mr. Johnson's friendship continued to flourish. The world beyond their neighborhood, once seen as a daunting and uncharted territory, was gradually becoming a place filled with promise and adventure. Together, they proved that the human spirit could triumph over fear and adversity, and that it was never too late to embark on a journey of self-discovery. As Mr. Johnson's confidence grew, he and Emily expanded their horizons. They took trips to nearby towns and explored the beauty of nature, hiking through serene trails and discovering hidden waterfalls. These excursions became a source of immense joy for Mr. Johnson, who had long yearned to reconnect with the natural world. Emily's unwavering encouragement and support became the driving force behind Mr. Johnson's transformation. She taught him to embrace new experiences, face challenges head-on, and appreciate the world's wonders that he had missed for far too long. One sunny day, as they were strolling through a nearby park, Emily proposed a particularly bold idea. She suggested that they plan a trip together, far beyond their small town, to a place Mr. Johnson had only dreamed of visiting during his youth. The idea was met with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. It took weeks of preparation and anticipation, but finally, the day arrived for their grand adventure. With a sense of both exhilaration and fear, they embarked on a journey that would take them to a place Mr. Johnson had longed to see. Their shared excitement and apprehension bound them even closer. As they explored new destinations, navigated unfamiliar streets, and met people from diverse cultures, Mr. Johnson began to realize that the world outside their neighborhood was not as daunting as he had believed. With each new experience, he grew more self-assured, his fears dissipating like morning mist in the sun. Mr. Johnson had, once again, become the adventurous soul he had been in his youth. The healing power of friendship had worked wonders, and he was finally free from the chains that had held him captive for so long. The lessons learned along their journey, the beauty of the world discovered, and the shared joy between Mr. Johnson and Emily were a testament to the incredible strength of the human spirit, and the remarkable power of conquering one's fears. Chapter 5 marked a turning point in their story, demonstrating that with determination, the support of a true friend, and the willingness to step out of one's comfort zone, even the most paralyzing fears could be overcome. As they continued their adventure, the world seemed to hold limitless possibilities, and the journey of self-discovery was far from over.
Chapter 6: A New Beginning. Their journey had been a remarkable one, from the shadows of Mr. Johnson's past to the bright and exciting future that lay ahead. As Emily and Mr. Johnson returned from their adventure, they carried with them a treasure trove of memories and a newfound zest for life. The world, once confined to a small neighborhood, had expanded to encompass infinite possibilities. Back in their tranquil corner of the world, Mr. Johnson's transformation was evident to all who knew him. The warmth of his smile and the twinkle in his eyes had returned, and he had become an active and cherished member of the community. The once reclusive neighbor had blossomed into a social butterfly, sharing stories from his recent adventures and inspiring others to break free from their own self-imposed limitations. Mr. Johnson's rekindled spirit was a source of inspiration, and it breathed new life into the neighborhood. As people saw his transformation, they began to recognize the power of resilience and the importance of reaching out to their neighbors, fostering connections, and offering support to those who might need it. In celebration of Mr. Johnson's newfound lease on life, the neighborhood organized a special gathering in his honor. The streets were filled with laughter, music, and the aroma of delicious food, as residents from all walks of life came together to express their admiration and gratitude. Emily beamed with pride, knowing that she had played a significant role in this heartwarming transformation. The story of Mr. Johnson had become a symbol of hope, a reminder that it's never too late to embark on a new beginning, regardless of the challenges or fears one may face. It showcased the power of friendship, the healing influence of empathy, and the resilience of the human spirit. With each chapter of this tale, A lesson had unfolded from the curiosity of a young girl to the revelation of a hidden past, the growth of a powerful friendship, the triumph over fear, and the joy of embracing a new beginning. Emily and Mr. Johnson's journey had touched the hearts of many, reminding them of the potential for transformation and the beauty of human connections. And so, as the neighborhood celebrated, they looked forward to a future filled with adventure, friendship, and the promise of new beginnings. The story of Mr. Johnson and Emily served as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul, the capacity for change, and the enduring power of hope.
In this heartwarming tale, we journey alongside Mr. Johnson and Emily, two souls who teach us invaluable life lessons through their inspiring experiences. Their story is a poignant reminder of the fundamental values that shape our lives and the potential for personal growth. As we delve deeper into their adventures, we uncover the profound significance of empathy, the transformative power of friendship, and the immense courage required to confront our deepest fears and take that first step toward a fresh start. Empathy is a central theme in this narrative, exemplified by Emily's genuine concern and compassion for her neighbor, Mr. Johnson. Her unselfish determination to understand his story, share in his pain, and offer unwavering support showcases the significance of putting ourselves in others' shoes. Through Emily's empathetic actions, we learn the enduring impact of kindness, understanding, and the powerful connections that can form when we open our hearts to those in need. The power of friendship is another focal point of this story. Mr. Johnson's life, once marked by solitude and isolation, undergoes a remarkable transformation through the unwavering companionship of Emily. Their evolving relationship reminds us that true friendship has the capacity to heal, inspire, and reignite the spark of life in even the most withdrawn hearts. It demonstrates that together, we can overcome our challenges, discover new horizons, and enrich our lives through the connections we build with others. Furthermore, the story underscores the courage required to confront one's deepest fears and embark on a fresh start. Mr. Johnson's journey is a testament to the human capacity for resilience and personal growth. It teaches us that facing our fears, no matter how daunting they may seem, is the first step toward embracing change and unlocking the potential within ourselves. It highlights the notion that it's never too late to rekindle one's passions and rediscover the beauty of the world. As we immerse ourselves in this story, we not only witness the emotional growth of the characters but also discover the beauty of the English language. Through a carefully chosen vocabulary suitable for beginners, this tale provides an engaging and accessible platform for language learners to expand their knowledge. It is a testament to the fact that stories can be both educational and inspiring, offering readers a chance to absorb new words while exploring the depths of the human experience. In the end, Mr. Johnson and Emily's journey is a heartfelt reminder of the positive influence we can have on one another, the potential for change within ourselves, and the profound lessons that can be learned from the pages of a well-crafted narrative.